Hello and welcome back. So, yay! We're ready to advance on to the next mission. We have very little gold because I keep spending it all. Ha 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 ha. And yes, I did close my. Oh, what I didn't do is put live chat on my way. Yeah. Anyway, so let's advance to the next mission. After taking Canopy Bridge, only one strategic target remains between Revolution and Sojourn. Henry Valmyron. The overseer of the Canopy region, he has been terrorising the area for years. If the Revolution seeks to rebuild Delia after defeating Varric, Henry must go. His malice is simply too dangerous. Nobody knows this better than his disgraced daughter, Salone. Okay, so she needs to be alive for this part, so that's just why nobody can be killed properly. And here we are. How's that for service? Excellent, thank you, Braxton. It's best you stay out of trouble for now. You know, I was so glad to be rid of this place, but it's good to be home. Sloane, promise me something. If your father yields, you'll spare his life. Ah, that's quite an amusing image, actually. I can make that promise with confidence, Irving. He won't.
Quite right.
You're right about that, daughter. Lord Valmyron, there's one way out of this for you, and we're offering it now. Surrender your claim on your lands and release your people from your wrath.
Ah!
You've brought guests. I'm glad to see you're making friends, Sloane. This is more than I expected. I'll have to find a way to accommodate. I always thought one of him was too much. He's form splitting. I've never seen someone do that more than twice. Which one do I hit? Any of them. If we hurt one, we hurt them all. Come on. Oh, goody. There's 5 of them, but all of them take the same damage. So they share a damage pool. Dog, I was not talking to you. Seville? Enough. Fucking puppies. Right, choose units. I see nobody I'd want to get rid of. Even Fenton, who is kinda, yeah. But he got promoted to Sentinel, so now he is actually a defensive unit. So we'll see how he works out in this. Map prep. Oh my sweet fuck! There's one of them there. 2,000 health. Well, we've dealt with worse. Astral Annihilation. Shift. Doesn't tell me much. His range is 1 to 2. So there's one up there. Do they just disappear if you damage them enough or something like that? Is that why there's so many? Maybe I got an Alden there, so we're Inquisitor. So I want a physical unit, tanks, to go up this way. Or dodge tanks to go up that way. Yeah, we want you over there, matey boy. We want you to take on the Inquisitors. Because they will be not doing that much damage to you. Monroe, we want you... Well, yeah, we can just survive the way things are now. Because, to be honest with you, it's kind of shit whatever we do. Right, save. And start. Yes, but what happens to the images after the...
How can I help?
Right, how much do you do? If you actually hit, do a lot of damage to him. And he's got a Piercer +1 as well, so that's a kind of an issue. But he can barely hit you for anything, so it's worth it. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for the massive Yumi.
Sorry in advance!
That was 60 damage, that'll kill you.
Was that really necessary?
Yes. Okay, he can do quite a bit of damage to him, but it doesn't matter because we've got a healer right there. This is our time.
I won't let you fall.
Easily done.
Yeah, he is a magic resistant unit anyway. Oh, and she's got free range on her, hasn't she? And this man's dead.
It's rude to stare!
There we go. Oh, enemy ranges is that. Right. His defense is 33. Their attack is 37. And their true speed is 30. So he would get doubled. But for 4 damage. Each hit. Hang on, what's slicing like against his chainmail? It doesn't do shit to his chainmail. It actually does less damage. Okay. You're going to get a lesson in pain. Now how's that, bitch? And then we'll just put Alden
Let's do it!
there for the funsies, because he'll go for Alden. He won't be able to. So Alden will just wreck this man.
More work?
You got a healer up there. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Ah, there's our 4th healer. Bye bye. Yeah, he chose Irving over Allen. Well, I can't say I blame him, really. And what are these over by this treasure chest? Oh! Oh! So there's treasure all over the manor. I think I might like this. That your defense is 25, your attack is 32, and you'll most certainly double this man. Your defense is 28, and your attack is 32, so you do 4 damage. You almost certainly double as well. Hey,
So it shall be.
Philano, destroy this man.
Do not oppose me!
Philano. That was a little bit overkill.
From ember to flame.
And he has a magic growth of 100% now. Right, do we want to care about this man? True attack is 32, his is 33. He'll be fine.
strength is the only path to peace.
Oh, he can attack though. Power 35 against his resistance of. Oh, that might not work out so well, but it's only 2 hits. So that'd be 22 times 2, and he's got 96 HP. He's not gonna fuck for that.
Thought you'd never ask.
Hang on.
Proudly meeting expectations.
I've got it.
Where?
Aye? Don't mind if I do. Awaiting orders.
How do I cycle units? That's one of the things that it's not telling me is how to cycle units.
Don't mind me.
Right, shield tank this man. Defensive 42. Yeah, she's going to tank this guy without an issue.
Awaiting orders. Don't mind if I do.
So why can't I... This is getting to be an issue, this.
Stop poking me.
Let's do it.
Where is... There she is. How did she get... Well, fuck it. She's got a 27% chance to hit this man. But Magic Dude is there with 35. For her fortitude of that. But she has a fuck ton of health, so... Fuck it. 27%. You can hit me all you want, you're not getting anywhere.
I think I can be proud of this.
Oh my god, Marin Yo's got a perfect level up. You actually dodged a 90. Have the RNG gods blessed me this time.
Father, give me strength!
And they wasted their turn to go heal him up. Right. So this attack is 37 as a mage. So Liberty is not going to give much a fuck for him. Right, that is fine by me. You're dead. You're dead. Come on, crit him.
That's close enough!
Well done, Rose. You're my little Benedetta. Yeah, I need Yumi to hit him. Hope that 66 crits. Okay then. What we need him. Yeah, see that's the problem. He can't hit for shit.
I've got it.
Yeah, what's your fortitude like? Shit. We need to get our blade dancer in there.
Are you sure?
In there. Right, Filano, and you can go back off. Yeah, and you have quite a range on you, but I'm going to assume he disappears after a set amount of time and or damage. Fuck it. Right, he's dead now.
That settles that.
Fresh as a daisy.
By your grace, Fane. Here.
We're going to loot this place dry if we can. They got crushing damage, which is actually good against plate if I remember rightly. Plate crushing damage is good against it. It's crushing is bad against leather and cloaking, leather and cloaks. Okay, you got leather. You go up there and wait for them. So, I'm going to back you down a bit. We're going to send in.
What'll it be?
Jesus, monkey nuts.
Let's do it.
75% chance to hit Good, Alden. Right, okay, so we just need to put Alden forward. You got good fortitude and defense.
Awaiting orders.
This guy can barely hit you. Oh no, you sliced me for 2 damage twice. Right, Alden, your turn. Yeah, let's go for your accuracy.
Coming in hot!
And then you come in hot. Well done, Alden.
This should be fun.
Right, we're sending in a green knight because, yay. Why not?
Sorry in advance!
And then he crits as well. Mage Bane, silencing shot, critical.
Whoa!
What says Mage Bane again? Half of F magic using enemy's magic adds to damage. Yes. Oh, haste can grant defense and fortitude when we haste someone. That is good to know.
Here.
Right, we don't want him in there because he's got low fort. God damn fuck. Right, okay, you and then you actually hit that. And then she's gonna get the abilities. Yep. Attack this man for 43 damage, yes.
That's close enough!
And crit. Yeah, Rose, you are amazing. You're going to be the best unit I have. But you
Still with us? Good.
Right, there's goods to be stolen down there.
Onward.
And then we'll send
Here.
absolute attack there with them. True speed is 2. What a fucking tit. True speed of 2. Fortitude is 25. Alden's going to 24 times 2 to this man. Power 37, true speed of 18, fortitude 24. You'll do 14 damage. But he'll take 19 in return. Yeah,
Awaiting
you're not
orders.
even going to notice him.
Easily done.
My
Ah,
shield
shit.
is yours.
Right, that's 2 healers going up this way, and yeah, we're going to go down this way and find any more lootables. They're down here in this bedroom, so we're going to have to charge through here, which means taking everybody here, down a trip down there. I'm not too particularly bored if he attacks those ones there, because it's his funeral if he wants to do that. You would sit in the chest, you dick.
Proudly meeting expectations. This should be fun.
Rally to me.
Yeah, you just come here so we can get on that chest. Now, Liberty, you're coming down here with them. Right, don't get too far ahead there. Your fortitude is low, so we can probably hit you with a magic user like Fulano.
Onward.
Aye?
Onward. What'll it be?
Nice to see you on your feet.
If I must.
Get Rose, who
My
is
shield is yours.
absolutely awesome. Right, we've got a couple of magic users there. Was that a crit?
Right between the eyes.
Did he crit us? So we can't attack him because all the mages keep healing him for all the damage we do.
I won't let you fall.
Okay, we'll get out of this room then. You can attack whoever you want. You're going to die eventually. Yeah, it's just free XP for our healer, basically, at this point. Yeah, you just keep on attacking. Lowest, the Fortitude's 24, Fortitude's 30, Fortitude is 20, but he goes for Garrick rather than Alden because Alden, yeah, he's not stupid enough to go for Alden. That is all I can say, really, is he's just not stupid enough to go for Alden. Yeah, we have to draw out these healers without getting him, which means going the long way around down here and around here. Can the flyers actually just fly right over here to here? Yeah, as long as we can make it down there, we'll be fine.
Here.
More work?
Yes, more work for you.
Whatever it takes.
Another crit.
Right between the eyes.
Yeah, like I thought, you can't actually deal with him until you get all your healers done. They'll all just heal him over and over. Sevo! So the best way to do it is to draw out all these healers. Right, so I need to draw out that healer. And... right, that square there. And that square there to draw out his two healers there. So that's how this map is going to really go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right away.
Let's see if he's daft enough to attack Alden. And will he leave this room is another question. Right there, lightning. So who we got that would be good against that? 15, 27. Dodge Tank Supreme would.
Leave it to me.
Let's check. Yeah, we're pretty much safe going down here.
You dropped something.
Well, he's going to have range on her as well. But he is bad against her, so it doesn't matter.
My shield is yours.
Right. Neither yous have range. Yous two have range. And you're using lightning, so... we'll just stick her there. God damn it,
More
trade
work?
button. Right, who's left? Dwarf.
Fine by me.
5% hit chance. She could just sit and fucking bring them down. And Liberty's just sitting there like, hi. Holy shit! Alden can sit and heal himself over and over. Even if he gets a crit, he'd pretty much not be able to damage Alden. Right, we're outside his range now. So that's the thing. Even though we can hurt him 5 different times, he can get healed 10 different ways. Right, let's just hope this crits.
Bottoms up.
Wow. Right, so that marks the edge of where he can get to. See, this is what I have problems with. How can they attack back just because they have range? They don't have range to hit. Holy fuck, Monroe! You don't believe in giving chances, do you?
Here.
I mean, Alden is Alden, but Monroe is fuck me sideways. Right, she could crit him and do a lot of damage to him and just be within a hair's breadth of killing him. Yep. This ability to attack back a range they don't have is annoying.
Maybe now I'll blend in.
Yeah. Maybe now they'll stop being dickholes. Fuck it. I mean, it's damage is damage. So the idea we got here is we're going to drain every last healer out the way. And then, once we've got every healer dealt with, like, we're going to have to go down here and deal with a healer as well. I mean, you've got 44 magic damage, and that'd be 20 against you, but you double him back. This guy's defense is the weakest, which is
Whatever
really...
it takes.
Even still, his Flash Lotus does more damage. That would do a lot of damage if both hit. That'll do even more if both hit and both crit. Guaranteed hit or take a chance and get more damage done.
You've made your last mistake!
Chances pay off sometimes. Oh no, you did 12 damage to me. And Volano just kills you outright. Right, who's got range? You have range on him. 42 attack power with 7 true speed. You would do 26 damage to him. I don't think he even gives a fuck.
I'm on another level.
You fortitude is lower. You're dead.
You've made your death a necessity!
Alright, yes! Luck is with me this week. Right, so we can use Liberty to go down here and draw him out. Yeah, this knight is toast. Fucks are not given by Vesta. Fucks are not given by Maeve. Right, 36, 35, 31. Well, he needs
Don't mind
a
if I
kill,
do!
but he can't get it. Is it?
What'll it be?
Now you'll probably kill him anyway, so
My shield is yours.
oh, she needs to be standing next to something. Yeah, fuck it, that'll bring him down enough for Fenton.
Don't mind if I do! Nobody Nobody crosses a dwarf! Aye, that'll do.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, you're growing nicely.
If you're sure.
Yeah, we'll draw out his priest from the other side. Because we can't draw out this piece from this side, but we can draw him out from that side. And right, let's see. So that stair there is where he can reach, and I'll bet you that he can't actually. If we go there.
More work? Don't look at me.
Holy shit, that actually.
From ember to flame.
Yeah, Falano is just, yeah, bye bye. Kill everybody.
Whatever it takes.
And he can back up Liberty. She's using her heaviest weapon and she's still not giving a fuck for anything. Oh, problem. Problem, he moved. Well, that man was dead.
This one's on the house.
Okay, that man was dead.
Stop poking me.
Right, so you're next up.
Draw near to the light. Effort duly rewarded.
Ugh, looks like he's bedding my foot, but he hasn't in his bed. Yeah, yes, you dog. I'm talking about you. Right, so the way forward is through here and splitting them up to take on the fucking different aspects of him.
We stand as one.
Because we need to get rid of those healers. I'm pretty sure Alden can annihilate the healers though. Like that one just down there, and if Alden gets there, they're fucked.
Let's do it.
Yeah, if Alden makes it to them, they are fucked. I guarantee you this. If Alden makes it to them, they're going to be fucked.
Stop poking me.
Right, let's see. She can actually annihilate this poor man. Well, she doesn't get many kills, so... What's her level? 36? Well, she has got a decent level, so... Sia is the one that's lowest in level. Right, he can get up to there. And he can get up to there, so if we put Sia... There, that'll take care of... that one priest. He's bad against her, she's bad against him, so yeah, it's a kind of trade-off there.
So it shall be.
Does he need any more levels? He
This should be fun.
does. And Domino stops him from dying or taking too much damage from one hit when his HP is above a certain level, if I remember rightly. So, yeah, you don't need any more levels right now. You do. Who knows, maybe Phantom will become useful. But his fucking accuracy is shit.
Leave some for me.
Yeah, that should draw out him. And I could get there to draw out that one. This one is going to be a pain in the ass because he is there. What is his actual 45 versus her 32? True speed is 6. True speed is 0. So she'll still double him. 46 versus his 25. But one that's going to be the pain in the ass for him will be Alden, because Alden will just stand there blasting him. And Alden won't give a fuck, because Alden will just be healing himself as he goes. Alden is overpowered. To the extreme.
How can I help? We stand as one.
It's rude to stare.
I really ought to upgrade my fucking healer's weapons, to be honest with you.
Bottoms up.
Save some for the rest of us.
Trickster is a really good class, apparently.
Fine by me.
Yeah, I like this Trickster.
Runs in the family.
Oh, the healer moved.
Don't mind me.
You utterly stupid fool. You got into range of Alden. Yeah, he's just standing back there. He's like, fuck. Alden's there. I'm going the other way now. Same as this guy up here. He's like, fuck it, it's Alden. I'm not going to go near him.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, that the poor man has learned his lesson. He's like, no, fuck this shit. Absolutely not. I am not dealing with Alden.
Aye?
So we put him there. Attack of 42. Defense of 31. True speed 19. Your power is 37. His defense, yeah, you'd barely do any damage to him. However, we've got a magic using unit here with a defense that is 40. Just you go down there and annihilate these two. Alright, see, I can go back up. We've got a Val Bruin to go back up.
My shield is yours.
We'll put a healer down there just for safety.
How can I help?
We don't really need to worry about going back the way because Alden's there now. Everything's hunky dory. Alden's there. Alden made it in time. Oh. Oh, you get extra damage for slashing against his armor. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway, you're dead. I've got to remember to take the calculations of armor into account. Where did you come from? He was not inside your attack zone, was he? Come on, Alden, give us a skill. Dragon Soul. Fuck me. That man was dead. Dragon Soul's based on his current HP. And he was at full
I've
health.
got a lot to learn.
Yeah, this priest is like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. There's an Alden there. I am not going after an Alden. Holy shit. Bye-bye. Right, that's another 2 priests down. So the big problem here is he can keep healing. Right, who's our highest resistance units up there? Definitely not her. She's getting the fuck out of there. I mean, this fuck Wyvern Riders. We've got Dragon Riders.
You've made
here.
your death a necessity!
Yeah, we don't need Wyvern Riders. We've got Dragon Riders here. You run around using their dragons to attack. Her to fortitude is 28, 33. He can barely damage her if he even wanted to. Yeah, hang on. His power's down. Oh, no, this one has less power. Interesting. You have a naturally high fortitude. So do you.
Right away.
You can go block this man in.
We stand as one.
Right between the eyes.
Oh, and he gets Mage Bane as well. Right. He is going to regret the day that I got my units in his range. You might do 19 damage, but you've got a high crit, so I'm not going to risk it. Okay, so you're the... Oh, right! Oh, got you! So he uses the power. He uses this balanced. He uses crit, he uses power, and he uses full accuracy. Right. Okay. Well, information is easy to understand now.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay, so each of them focuses on a
As you
different
command.
attribute to worry about.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, you're going to be fucked if Monroe hits you. Right, okay. They each yeah, well. Leopard will be there soon anyway, so I don't care. Right, that'll let everybody else get past. Because he can go in there. And then he can go heal.
Stop poking me.
Do not lose hope.
Alright. You can do 19 back to her twice. But she is probably going to kill him in the first hit with a 59% crit rate.
All or nothing!
Yep. So she goes back and heals her.
Rally to me.
I think I can be proud of this.
Yes, you can. Then you go stand there.
Awaiting orders.
You go stand there. He is fucked. He's
Don't
not
mind if
going
I
anywhere.
do.
Yeah, he is trapped right now, so we can
As
get
you
all our
command.
units through, and then we can move the
Let's do it.
Alden won't give a fuck for him anyway. I think it'll be more the opposite. He'll be like, "No, get that Alden away from me," and then Alden will be like, "Hi." Right. Defense 34, power 42. Go there and put on your glaive. Now Flash Lotus, you'll probably double the Flash Lotus, so.
I guess.
You won't feel a thing.
Yeah, this man's dead next turn. Oh, here we go. These ones are all coming down there. Right, his movement range is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get to there. None of them can. So fuck you. Whatever, I'm just going to run for it.
Don't mind if I do.
And we're perfectly safe doing this.
How can I help?
Because
I've got it.
Yeah. That carpet's put me off for
Me?
Then Alden walks in and he's like, "No, fuck this shit. I am not going anywhere." Okay, so they can just stand there and enter. He can attack whoever he wants, it's not going to matter. Right, he's got 3 healers down there I have to deal with. Right, they're all still moving forward, which is a problem. Right, Holy and Arcane. Who's he weak against? Sia and Maeve. They're weak against Maeve as well. I could in theory have Maeve dodge tank. I could in theory just bring Alden down. Because Alden is good against all of them. Yeah, even with his hit rate of 34%, 16 times E2 is be 32. Versus the 46 times 2, 98, which the third is about 30. Yeah, he's going to get back all that health regardless. It doesn't matter if the man crits or not, because he'll get his health back. He dodged that, did he?
As you command.
Well, I know something he won't dodge. Ah, right, Alden, you're gonna become sort of problem for me.
Here.
You're gonna plug up a gap.
I guess.
Where did the Ah, there he is.
I will.
Yeah. Did he just choose not to attack?
Awaiting
anybody?
orders.
Fair enough. Fair enough, the guy was...
You won't feel a thing.
Now your healer's going to have to heal you now. Yeah, if you damage him, the healers will not bother with you. Right, Alden, get there. Push Alden
Brace yourself.
into there. Yep. So that's you dealt with.
I'm on another level.
Possibly you are.
Me?
Yeah, remove this man, would you?
All or nothing!
Right, she can't do much against this man. But unbelievably, his defense is his weak point.
How can I help?
And she actually can die. She has the ability to damage someone. Right, we're getting somewhere now, and Philano doesn't give a fuck for the man having high fortitude. I think Monroe doesn't give a fuck either. Monroe, what the fuck are you? Have you got something that lets you ignore resistance? No, let's see. Power's at 70. Mastery increases by 20% of magic. Fair enough. Mastery. Mastery gives them an ability to increase damage against people who are weak to his element, which is arcane, and they are heavily armoured, so yes, they are weak to it. Okay. Power increased by an extra 20% of magic. Okay, so that's another 8 points into there. Mastery increases accuracy. So mastery is actually bumped up by that, which then bumps up accuracy. Okay. Yes, no wonder you are fucking...
I guess.
Right, Philano or Monroe? Monroe. Please annihilate.
Take care your blood doesn't stain my robes!
Thank you, Monroe. No, you could survive a second hit. You got some disarm
You dropped
distance.
something.
I've got it.
Right, who will you go for this time?
Too easy.
Yes, too easy for you, Alden. If I can lure two of them into the same spot to attack
Too
Alden,
easy.
yeah, that's 300 damage Alden's done to one of them. He'll heal that up, no bother. I mean, look, he's still got another 50 to 45.
Coming in hot.
He'll be healed. Sorcerer's Sting, Dragon Soul, and Critical. That man was dead. Yeah, I know the healers are like, nope! Heal him! Forget everything else. Heal that man now. Fucking hell, Monroe! Fuck me sideways.
That's close enough.
Yeah, that arm.
Maybe now I'll blend in.
Mm-hmm. A mini ballista, I don't think you're ever going to blend in. Hey, did anybody seen that girl with a mini ballista in her arms? Oh, fuck. We're so screwed, mate. We're so screwed. Right. 33 power versus her fortitude of 33. Power 33. Yeah. So then Rose can just take out the priest. But it's going to be a bitch to get through there because that guy is going to be blocking our path. We're going to have to lure him out somehow. Unless he stands there. In which case we can just put her there and have the two dodge tanks
Onward.
standing on guard.
I will.
How can I help?
We stand as one.
I could have healed with healers there, but yeah, get rid of that one. And pretty soon he's going to have no healers left, so it won't matter. I forgot to think about that, is pushing Liberty in further so he can't block us in from getting into there. Because at some point we're going to have to let this one out, or we let this one out and chase us up to there, and we'll get him the merry chase down here, and both of them can attack Alden at the same time. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Once this priest is dead, Alden can just go down here and have this man follow him, and everybody else can just go through here. This one doesn't seem to be attacking anybody, does it? It's like he's given up the idea of attacking them.
Too easy.
His health pool seems to be going down regardless.
Let me at him!
I think Alden is just all by himself draining this man's HP. Yeah, he's running out of healers.
Are you sure?
He is running out of healers.
Coming in hot!
And I don't think Alden even gives a fuck for him.
I've got a lot to learn.
Yeah, he's left the doorway open. Right, he could almost annihilate that man. You'd take some damage, but if he crit, he'd lose a lot of HP, but it wouldn't matter to him. As long as I had a healer nearby, like, say, Faust, who can heal from a range. If she crit, he'd be dead. He's got a very low chance of hitting her. He can barely damage him. Again, as long as I have a healer nearby, none of that would matter. As long as Faust is nearby, we wouldn't have to worry about things like that. So the problem is them. So we want someone like her in there. Someone like Flannel there. Attack this man. magmatic flux. Man is dead. Right, and then yeah, he can get in anywhere. He's using electricity, so we'll corner him.
More work?
Right, and then yeah, he can barely hit Sia. And even if he could, you wouldn't kill her. So that's fine.
I will.
What's his tower? 31. The first her fortitude to that is 17 damage. And he can't. She would double him if she could hit him, but she can't. That's fine. As long as he can't get her, that's fine.
Me?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, so that one's boxed in. I'm pretty sure he won't attack anybody unless it's Sia or him. But they can fight back, so he probably won't attack. Monroe can deal with these idiots, and then we just need that priest, and then he's got no healers left. And there's all these treasure chests we haven't got to yet. The sweet love of fucking Christ, we've got treasure chests to open. Right. My fear is that Alden will kill him before I get all the treasure chests. That's my biggest fear. Alden's going to annihilate this man before I get the treasure chests. Right, one of the next Alden attacked. Right. Alden, you stop annihilating him for 5 seconds so I can actually do something.
Impressive, is it not?
Yeah, your mastery and whatever is actually pretty impressive. Faust. No, don't stand in his
More
range,
work?
Faust.
How can I help?
Right, 2 more chests. We can send. Who can we send up there that can do a bit of tanking for that? Because he has got really full low fortitude, so is she. She's got good dodge to him. So she could probably go up there. Yeah, she's got 69 dodge. She's got 75. So if I put her there and take her up,
Leave it to me.
yeah, 16% chance to hit. I would take that gamble of putting her through there to get them. And Alden is slowly just draining this man's HP.
All or nothing!
Well done, Rose. Alden, just recover that, would you? This man's got a plentiful supply of HP to recover from.
Too easy.
Alden, stop killing this man so fast! I'm running out of turns to get stuff.
If I must.
Always a bigger fish.
Hey, you two can go kill that thing.
Whatever it takes.
You two can go empty those chests.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright. Alden, please stop critting for 5 seconds.
Too easy.
He has to put Dragon Soul into that too. Alden is just overpowering the mage, he's healing him.
Let me at him.
Yeah, my biggest fear is Alden kills this man before I get to loot all the chests. Like, he has a 5 movement, so he has 7, she has 7, he has 8. They can all easily escape this man. So even worst case scenario,
Awaiting orders.
the worst case scenario is this man follows us, or this man comes up here when we. According
What
to
would
this,
be?
he can go there. Right. If he comes down here to get us, when this man moves to get us, we'll move everybody here up there to get the chests.
Lead the way.
Right.
More work?
Alden? Oh god, here we go again. Alden just doesn't know how to stop.
Too easy.
I notice he's not targeting anybody next to him. Like, the units next to him are not getting targeted at all.
I guess.
Yeah. I think it'd be safe to put Faust up there, just the backup.
It's rude to stare.
Right, he'll come forward to get her, and then she can get in there. Right, but we're going to need someone to go up there to get that chest. Right, okay, that's fine. He can go over here and be healer over here.
We've got you.
Not unless he stands on that. Then we got real problems. Right, the two of them should attack Alden, which should be fine. And then I can draw both of them down here and have all three attack Alden. This man's gonna die. This man will die before I get to loot him.
Too easy.
Yeah, Alden is just draining these people really, really fast. There's going to be nothing left of him at this rate. Alden, can you stop?
Let me at him!
Alden, we've discussed this. I need him alive so I can loot him. That's like 300 HP he's just done all by himself.
It's rude to stare!
Fine by me.
How can I assist?
Right. So Sia is doing fine. This man is not going to survive too longer. The poor man is just going to die. Right. Movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, he can haste her. We can move further. That'll do me. If this man survives until the next round, we've got our last chest. Please survive. Alden! Do not annihilate this man.
Coming in hot!
Eclipse. Alden. Can we this Alden, please. Let him survive. Alden, please do not annihilate this man.
I've got a lot to learn.
Yes. You gotta learn how to hold back.
Let me at him! Coming in hot!
The problem with this strategy is that Alden's probably gonna kill him before I get a chance to loot that chest. Right, the man is barely alive anymore.
Chop chop!
Finally, we're there.
If I must.
You will annihilate him. I don't want you to do that. Even if she crits, it'll be fine. Can I put another 20 damage in this man? No, because you would kill him.
As you command.
You do not know how to hold back, do you? Do we have anybody who can do a small amount of damage to this man? Power 37, defense 18.
Get a move on.
Right, this should do it. They don't crit, whatever you do. Right. Right, okay. He has been brought down to 9 HP. She's got a 100% chance to hit. Phew, we looted everything. We entirely looted this stage. Nice.
I hope I helped.
Just a little bit. I hope it's fucking hell. Alden annihilated him all by himself there with all that damage. Your game is up, Valmyron. You'll pay for the pain you've caused. The pain I've caused? This is no children's story, Captain. Death is a daily occurrence. Why not benefit? Anyone mind if I finish the job before the evil speech? Please do.
No.
No, it should be me. Sloan, it doesn't have to be.
Sloan.
Ah, my dear Sloan, look how strong you've become. Only took the combined strength of your friends to best your dear old dad.
You'll never be worthy.
You'll never be worthy of the name. Finally. I've seen many brutal deaths. This will make the list. He deserved it. I'm proud of her. What is most difficult is sometimes most necessary. Come, the dawn is breaking. Our troops will be arriving soon. Help me clean this up. We'll be staying here for a couple of days. They say if you don't give a monster a proper burial, you'll risk it returning from the dead. They didn't teach us how to do this in Brookstead. No, they very much did not. You should check in on Sloan. She seemed to have handled herself quite well. Can't say I know that's true. Either way, that's your job now. Fearless leader. Do you ever plan on not annoying me? I've really been giving that some thought, actually. And no, I don't. Good to know some things never change. March on Sojourn. Right, so we're not quite at the final chapter then. Because it would be, I'm guessing when we finally get to Varric is the final chapter. But we must be getting there. But no, Varric won't be the final chapter because there's still that guy behind them to do, so. Hey, do you have a moment? Oh sure. Is everything alright? You haven't seen yourself since, you know. Sloan? Do you remember how they looked at you?
What?
What do you mean? After Sterling's death. As if we were about to burst into tears or flames? Right, hard to forget. I've been getting those looks since yesterday. It's making my skin crawl. I hate to say it, but you'll get used to it. That, or they'll forget. Or maybe a bit of both. I know, but actually this isn't really an issue for me most of the time. It's fine if you need some time. God knows I did too.
No.
No, that's just it. I don't need time. I'm ready. They're all looking at me like I should be hurting. Like I should care that I just killed my father. But I don't. It means nothing to me. I feel nothing. You can't know how desperately I want to understand why you're looking at me that way right now. I guess I've just never had people who cared like this before. Surely your nurses cared for you. They cared for me, but they didn't care about me. Everyone around me has only ever seen me as a means to an end, and I think I've done the same. But I care about our friends. We're in uncharted territory, and I'm fighting every day not to lose sight of that. Look, I know this isn't my place to say, but your childhood did you every disservice it could have. Even in the time that I've known you, you've come such a long way. You don't unlearn 2 decades in 6 months.
I don't get it.
I know, but I still can't understand. What am I supposed to be feel right now? I'm sorry, this was a mistake.
Don't worry.
Stop, this was not a mistake. Do the best with how you're supposed to feel. You feel how you feel, and that's that. This is a better group to fight and grow with than I ever could have prayed for, but their expectations don't define you. You're going to come along at your own pace. I, for one, am impressed with how far you've come. Are you really? For all that I've always been able to read people, you're like a slab of granite. I never know what you're thinking. Well, aren't you though? You aren't the only one who's built up walls. I found it easier to break them down with help. So I keep hearing.
Yes.
But let me answer your question. Yes, I am impressed with how far you've come. Not long ago, you were this feisty, selfish thing, yelling at us even after we rescued you. Now look at us. We're leading a revolution together. You're a central piece of it. It has nothing to do with your father. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? It has. I am more than thankful you're still along with us. We couldn't be doing this without you, and in more ways than your political station. In many more ways than your political station. I'm pretty sure he's meant. I missed the text, but I read it as probably being as further than your father, sort of thing. Thank you, Irving. I think I need someone to help me walk through this. Silly thing, that. Not silly at all. You're human, even if you're only just now letting yourself realise that. Irving, I'm glad you can make it. Maeve won't say a word without your present. A word about what? Have you made a breakthrough? Not exactly, but I've just received explicit permission from the Mystic Council to share what I know. I see, go on then. My council, along with the Order of Eternals, was founded in the immediate aftermath of the calamity. Before the fall of the Empire, their members belonged to the same body, one that fulfilled a sort of combined purpose. It was called the Magisterium Arcana, and functions as a sort of independent branch of the Imperial government. Its members were some of the most widely respected academics of the time, charged with the study, application and protection of arcane objects. Why the Order of Eternals was formed specifically to account for the aspects I do not know. Vesta, do you have any knowledge of this? Not specifically, but I'm hoping whatever we receive back from the Order will help clarify that. Intriguing, though I'm not quite sure how this relates to Archmenos or the staff.
Actually,
That's what I'm getting to. The grief-stricken sorcerer who created the staff did so just before the calamity, after which it was stolen by a student with divine ambitions.
What?
Divine ambitions? What do you mean? Irving, there's a reason to believe the legends of the Age of Ascension are more than just stories. It seems some incredibly gifted mortals were actually able to obtain elevated levels of significance in the astral plane upon excelling in certain areas of life.
It can't be.
Elevated levels of significance. It's true then that each of the gods revered across Terrazale was once mortals like us.
Sure.
If gods is the term you ascribe to them, then yes. Then did this student succeed?
I think not.
Quite the opposite. He designed a ritual which he called the Rite of Ascension to realise his ambitions, but it went terribly wrong. I believe it may actually be linked to the cause of the calamity itself. And what do we know of this ritual? There seems to be a final piece missing in all this. The Mystic Council has no record of it, all on to say that knowledge is kept by the Order of the Eternals. Vesta, does this spark anything in your memory?
I'm afraid not.
I know the Order is a highly restricted archive at Cosmere, but I've never had cause to visit it. I've already pressed them for anything that might help. I suspect if my superiors know anything of it, we'll be the first to know. Cosmere, that name has been tied up in all this before. All the more reason so much depends upon receiving word from the Order. I suspect Akmenos could be of great service to us in answering those questions if he could be compelled to help us. I suspect you're right. Elias, are we any closer to tracking him down? Yes and no. What do you mean? On the one hand, I found him. That's great news. You should have said something. We should be able to employ his own device to get him to share what he knows.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, it's not so simple. He's learned a great deal about me from the time I spent inside his machinations. With his knowledge of my weaknesses, I don't think I'll be able to face him alone. The only viable strategy I can think of would be to lure him out of the staff somehow. I wouldn't even know where to begin doing that, and at the very least it would likely require his cooperation. So much hangs on a few things, which grow more and more unlikely with each passing day. Let's each hope for a stroke of luck or inspiration, or both. At this point, direct confrontation with Varric seems inevitable. I expect this knowledge will become essential soon. The odds have never been better, and there's no reason to believe that ever will be. The time to strike is now or never. Sojourn is completely cut off from its arms and provisions, and the majority of Delians are on our side too.
Agreed.
My contacts inform me soldiers on the road are already deserting in droves. Once word spreads that the scourge of Almaran has been lifted from the canopy, every commoner east of Dragon's Tail will be taking up arms to fight by our side. Even so, the question remains of how to take the city. A siege is the traditional choice, though with a city of the size of Sojourn, it would be rather difficult. Could we pull it off? If the garrison spreads itself as thin as we would to surround it, yes, but if they concentrate their forces, they'd surely be able to break through and reset the clock. Only the common people stand to lose in sieges. Even tyrants keep their soldiers warm and fed. Besides, we'd have to account for attrition on our own side as well. A direct assault is the only viable option. Certainly if we could defeat Varric, the city would fall. His command over his officers seems to be the only thing that's keeping the soldiers in service to him. Would our forces suffice to get us to the keep in a direct assault? I expect so, but we need to defeat Varric quickly or to prevent them from getting surrounded and pelted from every direction. Time would not be on our side. We've raced to Sandglass and won before. Direct assault is the best choice for the people of Delia. If we do succeed in deposing Varric, we'll need their support to rebuild. Again, it seems we're destined to take the path most fraught with peril, but I must agree, this is what justice demands.
When you're ready, follow
Lincoln,
me.
mobilise the troops for an assault as quickly as you can, and report back when they're ready. It's time to take this war back to the man who started it. Right, Bonds, let's see, Alden, Irving, Maeve, Liberty. Right, so Alden, he gets Fenton up to A class. Okay, what is this one going to be? Other than a talkathon. Oh there, I think you've gotten taller.
Aw, come on.
You're just saying that. Nay, I mean it. Though I suppose it's well within the realm of possibility that I simply shrunk. I don't think so. Something the matter, boy? Not really. Well, you're welcome to share your mind. I guess I'm just worried about my sister, about all of us. What if we lose? I've never even finished my training. See what this is about. Listen, if there's one thing running around the surface teachers at the wharf, is that most folk who judge you by your size underestimate what you're capable of. Pull one gear from the clock, no matter how small, and it stops dead in its tracks. You mustn't sell yourself short. Sure. I must swear that one went over my head. Are you sure you're not doing these on purpose? If I were, I would have a career as a court jester. I think you might.
Don't mind if I do.
A safer choice to be sure, but significantly less treasure involved. I guess that's true. Alden, let me say this. When we're in the heat of battle, I'm more than grateful to have a wizard man like you back my side.
Are you sure?
You mean that? Well, you just killed Valmyron on your own. Alden, you tanked Valmyron by yourself. You could have tanked all 5 Valmyrons by yourself. Well, maybe a few yards away from my side. I'd hate to end up on the wrong end of one of your fireballs. That's fair. I think I feel the same. Keep your chin up, boy. You need to be your eyes on the battlefield in the days to come. I will. I'm going to give this everything I got.
Less work for me.
That's the spirit, lad. Yeah, you do not want to end up the wrong end, Alden. Right, Vesta and Sarah. I haven't used Sarah in a long time, and she's still getting bonds. So, like I said, it's either they built up bonds, they really built up bonds, or Marin. I missed a Marin at the top as well, and Liberty. Marin's well, she confessed to him. Let's start from the bottom then. Sarah. You walked a long road since you started sending sketches of strange stones to a well-travelled elf friend. Ah, yes, it's been a long road for both of us. But a soldier is made for the road. And what is a princess made for then? I wouldn't claim to know. Sitting around looking pretty until she's married off, or waiting for a chance to make a big decisions about the world from somewhere high and far away?
Not quite.
I didn't say that.
Surely not.
Maybe that's what some princesses are made for, but I never was. No, you're always led from the ground, side by side with those who would follow. It reminds me of a certain Saldarian boy I know. I guess we're both trained well. One way or another, that's something I've noticed recently. Life has a way of making up for lost training. Somewhat harshly, I might add. True, but we've all come out for the better for it. Assuming we come out at all. It's worth noting that we have so far. I see promise in that.
Yes.
I do too, there's no way around it. Any of it, really. After all those drills, I thought the academy would prepare us for all the trials we'd face. In some ways it has, in other ways I never could. That's to be expected. A life well lived demands the heart of a student. And obedience to that heart. A higher obedience, no?
Of course.
Yes, and one I could commit to at that. Indeed, so could I. Right, Vesta, A rank. If you don't mind me saying so, I think that blade's as sharp as it's going to be. Oh. Oh yes, I know. I'm just nervous. A nervous habit of sorts. Something troubles you? Nothing beyond the obvious, really. The odds don't favour us, and so much has already been lost.
Take heart.
Irving, you cannot lose hope. You're the source of it for too many. Tell me then, what should be my source of hope? Hope is not some commodity like a mug of ale. Diminished as it's passed from one to another, it is a defiant act of will, and just one spark, your spark, is enough to set a city ablaze. Sojourn ablaze, I think that's what I'm worried about. Do you remember what you told me after we rescued your mother? That was a reminder for all of us of who we're fighting for, not just some lofty idea, but real people, mothers and sisters and sons. And friends too. You shouldn't have to look too far to be reminded of that. No, I don't. It's those sisters and sons who I'm worried about. If I could bring this an end without shedding one more drop of blood, then you would, I know it. And it's good that your heart dwells on these people. Quite frankly, I'd be more concerned if you didn't. But you must not let that weaken your resolve. What gives you hope then, Vesta Lamar? You, Irving. Please, I'm serious, I want to know. When I took the secret oath, I pledged my life to the Order of Eternals, to the protection and defence of the aspects against those who would use them for evil. Before you and your friends found me in my temple, the Order was failing that charge. I would not have succeeded in my defence, or even escaped with my life, without your aid. But when I saw Arima again, and met all of you, when I saw the bonds formed across the borders and birthrights, I thought there might be a chance to actually put a stop to this evil. Once again, I had hope.
Still.
We knew so much less than we know now. I'm surprised we would have that effect.
Do not lose hope.
And still do, Irving. For so many, not just all of us here, take solace in that. I will try. If we're idle, destruction will not be slowed. That much is certain. Which is why we must not be. The gods have blown a wind in our sails. The time has come to raise the anchor and use it. If Ford heard you using a nautical metaphor, please don't tell him. I won't. Thank you, Vesta. You're a real inspiration to each of us. May it bring the gods glory and Terrazeal justice. I'll settle for that. Right, Marin, you're going to be last in Irving's list. Oh, what was Alistair like as a youth? Do you really call your dad by his name? What kind of wacky world is this where you call your father by name? What was Alistair like as a youth? I understand that you two travelled together quite a bit. Your father is strong in both stature and will. He commands respect just with his presence. The three of us, your father and our middle brother... The three of us, your father and our middle brother, Roth, went everywhere together.
Huh.
No one's ever told me of Roth before. Yes, well, sometimes things change. I won't pry. Thank you. Anyway, Alistair was born to lead. He really was. He was sentimental but willing to make the hard calls. Is Roth going to be that fucking the guy with the staff who's commanding Akmenos? I just think about it, his hair colour. Anyway, the three of us were capable of egregious violence and were constantly called to perpetrate it in the name of public safety. Sounds like a dangerous combination. It was. Alistair kept me grounded. I could have drifted away as my powers increased, but he wouldn't let me. I feel grateful for that every day, even if I would never tell him that. I expect you'll keep my secret. I'm sure he already knows. He seems perceptive. He is at that. Roth and I got held to a higher standard as kids because Alistair's always standing out.
Sterling.
Sounds just like Sterling. He was just like Sterling. I would expect to feel sad about it, but truthfully that makes me happy. It helps me feel connected to Sterling, knowing that he's just like Alistair. I'll have someone to look to remind me of him. You know, you remind me a lot of Sterling yourself. Thank you, Aunt Liberty. So she is actually his aunt. I thought it was just a endearing term for someone who's friend of a family. You know, she is actually his aunt. Okay, Maran. Maran, I have to imagine there's some course I missed out on where they teach you how to overthrow a tyrannical king. Yeah, not even close. Maybe you could teach it someday. That day is a long way off, if it even exists. Maybe. Are you ready to take this fight to the top? I'm not getting any more ready standing around talking about it, but if it's what the others expect of me. And what do you expect of yourself? I don't know. I'd say to deliver justice to those who have suffered loss. But that seems so impossible now. You're right, that would be impossible. We don't deliver justice by what we destroy, we do that by what we build. Those are the words of a healer if I ever heard them. And were you expecting anything else? No, in fact, I think that's just what I was looking for. And I'm happy to oblige. Maybe all I expect of myself is to leave it all in the battlefield. The way the rest is up to fate, or our friends, or perhaps some combination of both. That's not a poor demand, but you'll never achieve it if you see it as a way to escape the responsibility. You'll only ever do it if you allow it to become your responsibility. That sounds right. I'll try and think of it that way. Marin, do you remember what you said to me before about how much can happen in a year? Of course. Well, if you had told me that a year ago where we'd be today, I would never have believed you. Nothing's quite as unbelievable as life itself. That couldn't be any more true. It gives me hope, too, that we might yet see an unbelievable victory. We might, but even if we don't, you'll never face another trial alone. All of us with you, no matter what threats we face, I know I'll be right there every step of the way. You do have a good record of that. I can't think of any reason to change that now.
Together.
Good, neither can I. Oh, come on, I was expecting a confession. Right, so Liberty, Sloane and Elias. I don't think, unless the bonds are either A, built up in the background. Right, Vesta for Maeve. Well, let's knock out her exclamation mark that was there before that we could get rid of. Write a letter to your superiors? Officially, no. I've just been struck with a burst of poetic inspiration.
That's correct.
Unofficially, yes. Given everything there is to report, I'd say you could use some poetic inspiration. Have you come to offer some? Unfortunately not. What you said before we left the Manors, do you think it could really happen? Another calamity? We don't know. This ancient ritual was certainly involved in the past, but it's not clear whether it was successfully completed or went awry somehow. Fine then, we don't know, but what do you think? If you're asking me how I feel about it, suffice to say I'm not entirely optimistic. I admit the outcome the signs suggest thus far are rather grim. Then may the gods help us. That may be necessary before the end. But if we succeed in our efforts, we can tip the scale. That gives me hope. Hope? I'm not sure how reasonable it is to hope to stop a clandestine ritual we know hardly anything about.
We do what we must.
Vesta, the others look to you for hope. Trust me when I say that we have cause for it. But if you can't do that, keep hope at least for them. I know, I just don't want to give them a false hope. Then we must not let it be false. We can make it true. Our training, our knowledge, or even this movement we're sparked across Delia has all empowered us to avert the crisis. Peace is once more in Delia's grasp. I pray you're right. Perhaps side by side and with a bit of grace we might achieve it. I can promise you this, I won't be holding anything back when the battlefield's ahead.
Agreed.
Nor will I. Sisters in arms to the end. Yes, to the end. Only may the end not come tomorrow. If that pleases the gods, may they hear that prayer. I sincerely hope they do. Right, no. Maeve is still busted for support. Hang on. I can just... Okay. Right, Vesta and Liberty. These youths are impressive, Vesta. I'm finding myself feeling that adventurous fire that I used to. Hard times craft hard people, I worry for them. They'll find a way out of it, you can't fight forever. Anyway, I wanted to talk about Akmenos. I have some ideas. Do you ever run into anything similar during your early days in Varroa? Nothing quite like that, but soul magic is hardly groundbreaking. I believe he's just taken it further than any other has been willing to. I've dabbled myself, you know.
The Eternals.
I do. You think the Order doesn't keep tabs on you? Sometimes it feels like they forget about us who are out here, stationed at posts that went undisturbed for millennium. Ah, but they didn't. I bet you feel grateful that you happened to be there when you did. That's the problem with something like the Order, isn't it? It's only useful once in a lifetime, but you can be damn sure that you want it there when it has the chance. I suppose so. I've been running over how to ask this without being disrespectful, and I think I've come to the conclusion you don't care either way. So, would you be willing to tell me about what happened back in Howfen? I've read the mission files, but leave out nearly the entire thing. I spent my tenure in the Order wanting to make a difference, and I think I've at least partially modelled my attitude after what I've learned about how you used to be. Of course you have. My father, Ruda, wanted it that way for new members. What we did was heroic, the stuff they write stories about. What they didn't write about is the number of people we had to kill, the number of friends we watched suffer and perish before it was done. They were this close, Vesta. The sons of Shamak came within a hair's breadth of destroying all of Howfen, killing thousands. I'm proud of the work we did to stop them, I am, and I have never since felt the sense of purpose I did during those days. But I have never thought I could do it again. Yet here we are. I'm glad that I've got the chance to know you, Vesta. I've kept up on your progress and thought I might like to one day. I'm glad I was right. Okay, I'm going to guess that's something to do with the middle brother. What happened in Howfen. Right. Fenton and Faust. Okay, Faust is always fun. Hey, why are dwarfs so afraid of the surface anyway? I wouldn't say dwarfs are afraid of it. Right, because bold, courageous dwarf men aren't afraid of anything, right?
Aye.
Pretty much, except Sheila's.
Definitely.
Can't blame you there. I think everyone's afraid of a dwarf woman. Well, at any rate, I think dwarfs are a bit averse to the surface because they're not just cut out for it. Just not cut out for it, sorry. Everything's spread across leagues of flat land under the control of long-legged folk riding a long-legged beasts that could just as easily buck a dwarf as a load of barley. I don't know, I think a horse would have an easier time with the barley. Some dwarfs are superstitious about the surface lands as well. They think they might turn to stone under the sun, or float away and drown in the ocean of stars.
Jeez.
Black Abyss, that's a kind of good point. Should I be worried about that too? Should I be worried about that too? Hasn't happened so far. Oh, stars are pretty great, huh? That's definitely something you miss out on under all that stone. Personally, looking up at the stars makes me a bit queasy. I try to avoid it when possible.
You think?
Are you sure that's not just a side effect of your mag mushrooms?
You what?
Mag mushrooms? What do you think you know about my mag mushrooms? Nothing. Just something I read. I have literally never seen you read anything.
Anyway.
Well, better keep your eyes open then. Speaking of which, I was just about to go now. To read a book. I'll see you around. Fucking Faust is hilarious. So Faust and Maeve have both got something on they can't do. So is that a bond that I'm missing because I haven't used those units? Right, Marin and Garrick. So the 4 starters have all got A rank with Marin. Yes. Yeah, and Alden has A rank. Yeah, so all the 4 starter units have A rank with each other now. I have not stopped using them since the start, so it's not surprising. Marek, could you spare a little patience for a nostalgic old friend? I'm afraid you used up your daily quota early this morning.
Right.
Still sore from the comment I made about your cooking? Oh dear, Garrick. You didn't insult the poor girl's good cooking, did you? Do most women let you get away with things like that? No one lets me get away with anything, women least of all. If I've exhausted today's patience, I might just have to eat it into tomorrow's. Very well, since we're friends, what's in your mind? Do you remember that one night we both just been kicked out of the hall experimentation for studying too late? I was studying, you were flirting with the mage's attendant. So we were studying different subjects, but it was a clear night and the stars were out, and you said, look, it's the weaver's thread, I was born under those stars, that's why I learned to sew. And I asked you if that was all there was to it, if our destinies were just written in the stars before we were born, and now all we do is follow along like a wheel in a rut. And I said no, that's the whole point of the weaver's thread, and the hand that wields its needle. We get to choose what we do with it, we get to choose the people we become. Oh, so you can just use the needle to stab someone. Fair enough. Yes, that's exactly what you said. What about it then?
What a joke.
Well, it still seems like a load of wash. How generous. But I'm a lot closer to believing now than I ever was. More than anything, it seems that the choices were made which brought us here to this point, I mean. All the more reason to continue making the right ones.
Are you sure?
I've never been best at that.
It'll be alright.
No, but you're getting better. That's comforting to hear. Don't get too comfortable. There's still a lot you can work on. No argument there. But I do have to give you the credit, Garrick. When the wind picked up, you held your ground. You stayed with Irving, and with me, with Alden. You helped us weather the storm. I think that was an excellent choice. Well, it's one I plan to continue making, like it or not. I like it. What happened to the there's a lot you can work on? Nothing? That's still true. Would you like me to make a list? No. I don't think I would. Yeah, I like Amara. She is a really nice and generous person, but she's got that sarcastic tongue to her. The sarcastic whip tongue to her. She just swing around and get you in the flip side. Rose and Faust. Hang on, Faust was up there and he had... Oh. Bugs. Hey Rose, you should have seen what Ford. Holy, did you make that? Make what? That box? Oh, the cricket cage? Yeah, I used to do a little woodworking back home.
Jeez.
No kidding, that little guy is living larger than me. I figure if we were going to keep him, he should have a nice little home.
Huh?
You still taking pet applications? Haha, not for people, Faust, sorry. Rats. Probably not them either.
Anyway.
No, I meant like, never mind. Anyway, did you figure out if it sings? He does chirp every night if it's dark and quiet enough. That sounds incredibly annoying.
Really?
I like it actually, it reminds me of being at home in the forest, especially when we were at Marrowholt. It's so creepily quiet in there. I hope your neighbours hate the quiet as much as you do. Actually, Ford's been complaining about the noise these last few nights. He thinks it's come from a bug in his tent somewhere. Oh, that is perfect. Ha ha ha. You just let me know if there's ever you ever need any more of those. Just let me know if you ever need any more of those, Rose. I'd be more than happy to supply. Alright, Faust, I sure will. Right, Rose has got somebody else. Sarah and Lincoln Park, you finally get up to A rank. I kind of ship those two. I kind of want to see him go over with her. Go over with her to her land, not get his leg over. Lincoln, or, well, you know, eventually. Lincoln, the march on the capital, I'm sure it must feel strange. In the Delian army, they trained us to liberate occupied cities from hostile forces. I wouldn't have any regrets about applying that training. Then it's true, a commander's calm never wavers. You've never forgotten who you are.
No.
No, I should hope not. All that we've done, perhaps, is the only way to truly fulfill my oath in the end. If we prevail, the people of Delhi will honour you for it. And if we don't, it was still just. You've helped me come to see that.
You are welcome.
I'm glad to hear it. I think I needed that reminder myself. You know, the arenas of statecraft and diplomacy would benefit from a heart as true and courageous as yours. You should consider it. If any beast can chew me up and spit me out 3 times, it's politics. No, my skills are best suited for the battlefield while there's vigour in me yet. And what if we succeed in establishing an era without need for war? That seems about as likely as my political ascendancy. But if we did, I suppose I could retire in peace, knowing that Delhi has a faithful ally in the kingdom of Aramor.
Of course.
That it would, for as long as I am alive to do something about it. Then perhaps peace is not such a bard's dream. That all depends on what happens next. Whatever that entails, we face it together as allies, as friends. You did promise to watch my back, if you recall.
I cannot fail my oath.
I try to be a man of my word. Good. The battle then, as one army, with truth as our commander.
Right away.
Those are orders I can follow with a clear conscience. Then I will follow them with you till the last. Right, so Rose has got a magic bond that we can't see. And so does Maeve, so... no, it won't let me... Nope, it won't let me... Nope. Right. Right, so Alan is god tier now, so we don't need to upgrade him any further. We don't need to upgrade our Alden. A couple of tier 3 tokens won't go amiss for him. Yeah. Yeah, Maeve. Maeve. We do not need Maeve to do anything but just kill things. And she is so good, even with that damage weapon, we don't need to give her any other weapon. She's got an accuracy weapon just in case. Right, Liberty. I mean, she could do with a more powerful attack. She could do with a far more powerful attack. Well, I might upgrade her with that afterwards. Faust. I might give him a balanced weapon as well, just so he's got something that won't let him get doubled so easily. Monroe, he doesn't need upgrading. His cosmic rush is so powerful that he doesn't care for anything else. But I might upgrade it just to see what it looks like. Marin, yeah, she is doing pretty well with her piercer. So Sia, again, if I upgraded that, I don't think it's going to be that much difference. So Rose, my ballista is good, but I might upgrade her longbow to give her an accuracy weapon, just for the case where she is having trouble aiming. That is doing fine for him. Of course, I might want to upgrade him to get a weapon that has less weight. The Lincoln Park, again, I might want to upgrade his. So I'll need a few tier 1s and a couple of tier 2s, and then whatever tier 3s I can get. At the end of it. Right. Right. Yeah, you're fine like that. I think your biggest problem is weight and constantly getting doubled. So if we could give you the accuracy weapon, which is lighter, and that'll give you a way to hit people then. I'll decide who gets the tier 3s afterwards. Tier 2s afterwards. In fact, I'll buy a couple more tier 2s. Right, Faust. Monroe doesn't need. She doesn't need a. Sia's got to. She, like I said, will need another weapon, and I want her to be accuracy. Weight be damned, it doesn't matter. I just want her to have a more accurate weapon in case something comes up that needs it. Lincoln's got to. Garrick's got what he needs. Vesta's got what he needs. Fenton, like, he's got a balanced weapon, but he has problems with accuracy, so an upgraded accuracy weapon would do him. Again, Fenton's big problem is accuracy. I don't think she has any issues with that. She's mainly used for just sitting back and healing. Garrick, he'll be fine with his Lincoln Park here. Could probably do an upgrade to his accuracy weapon. Rose, yeah, definitely want to upgrade her accuracy. I know it's heavy as shit for her. And yeah, we'll upgrade her accuracy. We can give somebody else one more weapon. Upgraded to tier 2. Right. Faust has only got one. Well, that's heavy as shit, so we'll upgrade his works. To give him a lighter weapon that can do a bit more damage and a bit more crit. Yeah, so then tier 3, well, we don't need Monroe to have any more. We could get Marin up to tier 4. We could do Rose. We could do Garrick, who is probably a useful mage killer. Fenton would probably be useful. Actually be useful if we could hit things. Which I think is a problem with... But she's got a really accurate weapon now, so she doesn't really need to be upgraded. Maeve doesn't matter. Let's see. We could upgrade Sia to have the most powerful fucking weapon she can get. And at 0 weight and all that crit. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference, that 3 extra crit. Whereas her mini ballista going up like that would... Yeah. Devouring Inferno for him. Getting all that extra accuracy. Lincoln. We don't have any more tier 2 tokens, so he can't go anywhere. Upgrading Garrick to have a powerful bow would be useful. Yeah, maybe Garrick and Fenton. I upgrade Fenton's accuracy weapon and leave him a broadsword and Uchigatana one, and then I upgrade Garrick's Dwarven Recurve. Yeah, that seems like it. So he's got Katana now. So it'll be a Daikatana? No, it's not going to upgrade any further, so... And then he gets a... Spit Flash Recurve. There we go. Righty-ho. I'm pretty sure everybody should have an aspect now. She's got an aspect. Yep. Okay, so get rid of Garrett should be attacking first. Okay. Okay. Hit chance increased by 15%. See one I wanted to take off. That'll do you. Yeah. Increasing your mastery even further is just going to. What we got left? Yeah, I give that to Liberty. Just to remove her dodge and just give her more defense and. Then give her Hecleon's pride so people will come to her. Yeah. And then just give her arcane resistance. Sure. We'll just give her 4 fucking aspects. That'll do. 4 aspects. The tide has turned, with all forces prepared to crash in the walls of Sojourn. Marching now, the parties devise a plan. They will have an inside man, Diolfin Bloodstone, a well-respected and long-time member of the Palace Guard. Diolfin believes that Varric needs to be stopped. Oh, he was one at Canopy Bridge. He's arranged. No, not Canopy, was it? There was. He was one of the ones we just attacked, either Kirch or Canopy Bridge. Or Red Hill. No, he was at Red Hill. Yeah, he was at Red Hill Fort, and he walked off. So he's arranged for the party to sneak through a small back gate, giving them direct access to the gatehouse. And he mentioned something about a plan His Majesty would come up with. Oh dear, he's going to betray us, isn't he? If they can make it to the controls, they'll be able to open the city gates to the bulk of the forces. He'll betray us, but we'll still burst through anyway. Abyss, take me, what have you? You've picked up too much foul language from Brooke. Oh, come on now, 4-2. Be happy Marin doesn't swat you when you say that. Ha, we are, believe me. So there it is, Sojourn in all its glory. Don't get all sappy on us now, Garrick. Hold on, who's sappy? I think we can all see it coming. The big speech about how much you love and appreciate us. I planned nothing of the sort, regardless if it had been. You'd have gone and ruined it. I've been meaning to ask. I used to miss Brookstead a lot. I don't anymore. Is that bad? Not at all. Brookstead isn't our home anymore. How can you say that? I'm always imagining a return after all this, but put down roots for future generations. I don't know. I want my children to be able to make their own path. I know what you mean, Garrick. After all we've been through, I have to think the academy is a cruel system. I wouldn't have gotten to meet all our new friends in any other way. There's something to be said for that, but what if my true destiny was to be a stable hand? Here we go.
What?
Garrick, there's no chance in 1,000 lifetimes you'll be a stable hand. Why not? I'll be a great stable hand. Alden, just because it worked out for us doesn't mean it would for the next generation. Think of all our friends from Brookstead that have had to betray their morals for Varric. Yeah, but most of them are mean to me anyway. Kid's got a point, to the best with them. I guess it's impossible to say what our lives would look like even a year from now. If all goes well, lots of red meat and a consistent stream of good wine.
Come on.
You've had 2 mugs of wine your whole life. So, maybe I want to get into the culture of it. I hear they had 100 different types over in Lavelle.
Huh?
I don't like wine when I tried it. Who gave you wine? Oops, he made me promise not to say anything. It was just a sip. I'm going to kill Ford one of these days. Oh hey, he'll probably be a good person to ask about wine. Again with the wine, I hope we get the chance to enjoy ourselves like that. I just can't really see it happening. Fucking Marin here. Who gave you wine? I'm gonna smash something still on. She just marches on the fucking city sojourner all by herself. Who gave my brother wine? Kills every last person she sees. Oh, Irving the realist. Let me have my dreams.
Please?
I hope everybody sticks around. It's like having a big family. I hope so too. Well, I'm ready to put it all to test. Show Varric what we're made of.
Yep.
We've come this far, we can do this. If it means an end to violence, I'll do anything. Let's just hope we can handle peace as well as we've handled the war. Let's hope. Right, this is where we get portrayed, because this guy was the guy that ran off from the fort saying that the Varric would have a plan. This is our contact. The Yulfin Bloodstone at your service. None of the newer guards know about this entrance, but we still have to be quick, come on.
You'll find your way.
You'll have to find your way from here. Head south along the battlements and you should find the gatehouse. I don't think I need to explain how to pull the lever that opens the gate.
Don't worry.
Thank you, you're doing the right thing.
Right.
That's what we all like to think, right? Just do everything you can to stop the bloodshed. If you take Varric out, I promise you many of us will lay down arms. That's what we're hoping for. You're a good man, thank you. Get out of here before somebody sees you. I have a feeling it's about to get rocky. Come on, let's try and get the gates open with as few casualties as possible. It's about time we end this.
Varric?
If you do make it to Varric, make sure you finish this. The people of Delia are with you, all of us. Is this going to be a map where the mechanic is to avoid bloodshed? Because that goes against every principle of my body. For playing games. Hi, puppy, are you sleeping now? Yes. Have you settled down? That's a good boy. You've settled down. And now he's going to get up because I talked to him. Right, map prep. Well, let's see what there is. Is there anything special to look out for? Right, there's this. There's this. So we get here and we put our people up there. And then Alden goes up and kills people. Right, attack of 44. Alden, where are you? Defense of 19, so that'll be 25 damage. I don't think they can outspeed him. No, not by a mile. Fortitude of 18. Power of 56, so that would be what? 38 damage times 2. He would kill them outright. And he would recover all the damage they do to him, pretty much. So it's this guy's the issue. Fortitude of 19. he'd still take 37 damage times whatever. And Alden's fortitude is 22. He would do 30 odds. So there's the problem. Oh fuck, he's got meteor. That must be the high tier fire magic that Alden could get if I upgraded Fireball. Though we have these dragoons, dodge tanks are there. He is not going to give a fuck. She's not going to give a fuck for anybody. Yeah, her defense means she's not giving a fuck for anybody. This is why I got that. So she can hit people now.
Be honored that I'll kill you myself.
Okay, Valburen, Monroe. Like, bye-bye. Monroe is not giving fucks for anything. Right.
This should be fun.
Would hate to be you right now.
Proudly meeting expectations.
Yeah, his fortitude's gone up. Right, so they can't get to him. She can get hit by those two. That doesn't matter.
If you're sure.
Holy shit.
Maybe now I'll blend in.
Right, I did give him that ability to increase his mastery even more, so...
I'm glad you're okay.
Right, so we have these archers sitting there. The idea is to kill as few people as possible. So arrows and chain, they do damage against chain. Oh, I can just hover over it to find out. She's wearing leather armor, which they do more damage to leather as well. So she is fucked if she gets in range of them. What about you? You have that range. What does fire do to leather? I'm pretty sure it's weak against it. No, it's powerful against it. Oh dear. Right. They got really high accuracy weapons and really high dodge. Philano, as long as he's on that, should have a good enough accuracy to overpower that.
So it shall be.
He's good against him, he's good against him, so it's going to be a trade-off. That should take care of them, and we can just make our way down this way and avoid as much conflict as possible.
Awaiting orders.
And Alden's just standing by to kill anything that gets in the way. It depends if they come to us or not.
Get on your knees and beg!
It depends how much they come to us. Will they all start walking towards us? Or the ones they walk in reach of?
You've made your last mistake! From ember to flame.
Bottoms up!
You crit her. Right, okay, so they're not all going to move.
Onward.
And here I thought I'd seen it all.
Her defense is fucking top tier. That's all I can say. Right, anyway, so
It had to be done.
Fine by me.
if you have to have somebody attack him, I'd rather it be Alden, who's likely to get damage buff things going on.
Coming in hot!
Like that. Yep. So even Mage Hunter don't really stand much of a chance against him. It wasn't her I gave.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, you have a chance to hit this man. Go on, take it. And that is why I got you an upgraded weapon. Right, so nothing can get into the air.
How can I help? Stay with me!
Alright.
My shield is yours.
Alright, okay. I think I give her an accuracy weapon as well.
Right away.
You can bet it won't be easy to get to her. And you can bet that as soon as they all come in, I'm still going to have to clear out the forces to help my troops get up there. Right, so I could do that and get those bow users out of the way. I must note though, those archers are fucking powerful. Like defense of 49, defense of 34. Yeah, I think she'll be needed
Easily
to take care of
done.
those archers. They're wearing chain. She is really good against chain. Right, so we'll
More
bring
work?
Faust down to keep her healed.
More work?
There's nobody there for Faust to heal, so bring Maeve down and she can get healed.
Draw near to the light.
Now he can get to there. He can't get to there. He can get to there. Power 28. Power 59. Slicing is good against leather and rune. But he's got chain on. Right, so that corner right there. Right the fuck there. Hang on. Fire, bad against plate. That's bad against plate as well. That's less bad against plate. He's wearing chain though. It's bad against chain. That's really good against chain.
I will.
Now he's got chain as well. And so have I. Oh well. He's got piercing. Take note of that. It's chain and leather, and I think she's got leather. Rune cloak is bad against. Yes. Can I get a rune cloak person in there? How would I get? Oh no, he's not a mage.
Get a move on.
Right, 50 versus 20. So we do 27, but Alden will double him back and get most of his health back.
As you command.
If you're sure.
Right away.
Yeah, it's good crit, but man,
Coming in hot!
yeah, Alden doesn't believe in mercy, and that'll clear us a path. Right, Alden, attack this man, would you? I could do that, but Alden is like level 40.
I won't let you hurt my friends!
want to do is get Fenton down here and get him into the action. Because he is level 32. And the rest are all built up a bit. But anyway,
I've got
Liberty.
it.
Oh, fuck you. Right.
Awaiting orders.
Vesta, heal her up, would you?
Draw near to the light.
That'll do a lot of damage to me. Eh. The crit though would kill Alden.
Let's do it.
But what if we put Alden up here to get these ones?
As you command.
Ah, so I have to change weapon to do that.
Father, give me strength!
Right, he would do 62 to him. If he hit, he would do a lot. I know the way my fucking luck goes that it would hit.
Here.
Onward.
Again, it would do a lot if it hit. And again, knowing my luck, it would fucking crit.
Experience is a fine weapon.
Alright, so power 59 versus her defense of 36. 23 damage. Even if he crit, he wouldn't do anything.
How can I help?
Yeah, he can barely damage her. Right, who have we missed?
Right away.
Right, so why is he unselectable?
So it shall be.
He is a top tier weapon, actually.
Our enemies will fear us.
My hard work is paying off.
She's got a defense of 49. Ooh. They fuck nuggets. She's bad against them all. She's good against them all.
You dropped something!
So he doesn't have any bonuses against her. So she should be fine.
Onward.
Where's her Alden?
Thought you'd never ask.
Haste is what he gives.
If you're sure.
Push. If he doubled, he would not do it.
Take care your blood doesn't stain my robes!
Yeah, if that guy crit one roll, it would not affect one roll to that great of a deal.
Me?
Again, this is extraordinarily bullshit here. If he wore him down first, and even if he doubled, he wouldn't kill Irving.
Whatever it takes.
And he can't fight back.
I will.
Sure. He just dodged it, so that's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna hit the guaranteed hit in this one.
Outstanding move.
Do not lose hope.
Attack's 37. Defense is 31. True speed is 13. 14. Okay. He's wearing plate. Defense of 25. Defense of 20. Power of 40. So he would do 20 damage to this guy. Was that because he's got the massive Yumi on? Yeah, with the Spit Flash recurve, he's got a 44. That would do 24 times 2, 48. The worst he's going to take 44 times 19 times 2. He'll be fine if I park him there and if he somehow manages to kill. Oh, we forgot Pyromancer, but 31 versus his 42 to 25. I don't think he would even try. And if he did, he'd block off the other two because he wouldn't be able to kill. Right, that is fine.
I'm on another level.
Right between the eyes.
You're making me look bad.
Would hate to be you right now.
Give them no quarter.
Sorry in advance.
Push the advantage.
Organic to kill everybody.
Proudly meeting expectations.
Strength is the only path to peace.
Aye, that'll do.
Yeah, well. Okay. We're going to need to. Oh, he's got high fortitude, so. But they're all physical types. Against Marin's defense, I don't think they'll do much. She's bad against him, he's good against her.
Shadows flee before the light! By your grace, Fane.
We get a bit more XP for Fenton. Alright, so yeah, 59 damage if he hits.
Coming in hot!
Stop poking me.
Thought you'd never ask.
Okay, that would kill him.
Sorry in advance.
Alright, so there's the gatehouse controls there. We need to access them. Filano can help out
Leave
here,
it to me.
along with Maeve.
Whatever it takes.
How the fuck? Yeah, dodge that one, bitch.
Draw near to the light. Effort duly rewarded.
Fucking bed. Oh, 2 damage. Like, any of them got accuracy weapons? No, but there's a few crits in there.
You've made your last mistake!
He should do more damage now.
Don't mind if I do.
That's more like it, Fenton. I knew how crap you were going to be for that.
Undeniably skilled.
I would have got you that in the first place. Fucking...
Leave it to me.
I won't let you hurt my friends! Maybe now I'll blend in.
Yeah, she really is coming quite powerful. Right, I think I want him up top side. Right. 47 magic. I want a healer up there at least.
Here.
And everybody else can just make their way down
I've got
to
it.
here. Right. All the physical units are making their way around.
Now, the might of Threlisar!
Nope, he's dead.
Save some for the rest of us.
Right away.
Yeah.
Still with us? Good.
If you're sure.
Alright, now. Bad against chain. Bad against plate. bad against plate.
Let's do it.
Oh, you could have healed her. Defense of 27, defense of 40, so I'll just leave that as it is. Who is Maeve good against? The other blade dancer. Right, okay. Fine, kills him.
Be honored that I'll kill you myself. Impressive, is it not?
Yes, actually, look at mastery, it's 59. Yeah, I still don't like the fact that he can...
My shield is yours.
How can I help? I hope you deserve this!
Holy crap, man. Marin. I hope I never piss you off, Marin.
Do not oppose me!
One health. The dwarf can take care of that. Okay, starting to level up.
Aye, that'll do.
That's mainly what I'm doing just now, is trying to get him XP so he can level up and become useful. Anyway, so...
Bottoms up!
That's one down. It's almost guaranteed to hit back.
Let's do it.
Alden would annihilate this poor sword.
Whatever it takes.
Stop poking me.
You can heal up whoever's left over. Yeah. If Alden's critting involved in this, that would just annihilate the man. $46. Could you deal 46 in one? Yes, you could.
I will.
The things I do for you, Garrick, to get you a kill. Oops.
Right between the eyes.
Too easy.
Right.
Outstanding move.
Nice to see you on your feet.
I need to get both at the same time. That's the problem. But yeah, we are clearing out the base here, so but will it work out in our favour or not? Will it be that all these troops will turn to our side when we open the gates? Once again, it's do as little damage as possible and tell us to ignore it. I'm keeping a big training session. 37, 43, 2 speed 14. Dodge is 45. Its accuracy is 32. Right, he should be able to handle that. And we'll just
If I
park
must.
him right there, so there'll be no issues. Right, will this end it? Yes, it does.
What would you do without me?
Okay, okay. Where is Fenton? He did some moderate damage. Right. I'm going to assume there's like 2 more chapters to deal with Akmenos and then the guy behind them. Whoever he is. But once I get through all the speechy stocky stuff in this, that'll probably be the episode for tonight. I never imagined that we actually come to this. I've imagined this day many times since the raising of Alaras, but I wouldn't have guessed I'd be fighting side by side with some of Delia's finest soldiers.
Indeed.
I think it's fair to say the same for us. And yet it has all come to this, and through no fault of our own. We stood before these doors before, then we hung our heads in shame, scandalised by the thought that we had failed our king, to whom we swore an oath. Now this same king has sullied his crown by shattering every oath upon which his authority once stood. Today we will enter this keep with our weapons drawn and our heads held high.
United, we are unstoppable!
Today we have nothing to be ashamed of. With us goes justice, peace, and the liberation of all Delia. Then what are we waiting for? Right, May, Faust, Monroe, Rose, Sia, Garrick, Lincoln, Fenton. Right. Does Rose actually have somebody, or is this the one we've been waiting for to get rid of? Okay. Maeve and Rose. I had a dream last night, Rose. Oh, what was it about? I was back at Dervin the day we liberated it, only I was inside one of the cells and help never arrived. I was trapped, watching the executions take place. They took all of you, or friends, one by one, until they finally came for me.
Sorry.
Gods, Maeve, I'm so sorry, that sounds horrible. There's no need for remorse, it was only a dream. I have to imagine you witnessed greater horrors in your waking hours. Dervin was not exactly a pleasant place to be.
Undeniably skilled.
I'm sure you're spared me the worst of it, and you have an uncanny strength, Rose, really you do. After everything you've been through, you're incredibly generous that you decided to join our cause.
You think so?
It's the only thing there was to do, I guess. If you want to see something happen, do it yourself, right?
I guess so.
That sounds awfully familiar. It's something I heard Alexa say. Yeah, it's far enough away, you didn't hear me. That explains it. It sounds like you're beginning to trust her more. I'm adapting.
Really?
If she really wanted to cause problems for us, she'd had plenty of opportunities. At this point, I think it's safe to say we're in the clear. I suspect you're right, and you know what I've noticed? What's that?
A result to be expected.
I fight better now. When I can take one eye off my allies and keep both of my enemies, they fall faster.
That's so cool.
I think that's how it's supposed to work, fighting alongside your friends. Yes, I believe it is. Right, so yeah, Rose has lost that, and Maeve has still got something. Maeve has still got this magical bond that won't show up. Right, Garrick and Monroe for Faust. Okay, do we get to see the ending of Faust and Monroe? Okay, and Garrick and Faust. How the fuck did that go? Faust, are you alright?
Uh-huh.
I'm actually especially good at the moment. Could have fooled me. Well, that isn't hard, no offence. Shared a few too many pints before, have we?
Nuh-uh.
Gods no, I'd never drink with that vagabond. Wasn't it you who stole the maiden ship? Yeah, so what? It would seem that makes you the vagabond in the traditional sense.
Ugh.
To the Black Abyss with tradition. When has it done any good for anybody, seriously?
Are you sure?
I'm not exactly the most ardent defender of tradition, but it seems a bit extreme.
You think?
Tradition would have told me to ask before sneaking a bite of Fenton's mag mushrooms. Tradition would have told me those are for dwarves. Then where would I be now? A bit more sober, I suspect.
Definitely.
Exactly, boring. Do try and stay away from weapons until you feel a lot more boring.
Nuh-uh.
Not a chance, I'm in my element now. Then I'll settle for staying away from me.
Yeah.
That I can do. So he's been on the magic mushrooms, righty-ho. Tell me, I know you're uneducated, but you mentioned ways for the nobility to better exploit their lessers. I'm very curious as to your theories here. Well, you're all the way behind where I come from back in the Expanse. I wasn't aware you came from the Expanse, unusual for a human.
Anyway.
Not important, small town. Anyway, you aren't really abusing economies of scale nearly as well as you could be. Delhi in particular has so much potential. When you refer to scale, I assume you mean that things get easier to produce as you make more, correct?
Uh-huh.
Something like that, yeah? Then you should know that there are limits to such practices. Others will step in and undercut you. I have spoken to this very issue with my father before. If only you knew, Monroe, you're just not seeing the whole picture. Yeah, at a certain point you're going to be disrupting the market so much that it messes up your own profit margin.
Ugh.
Obviously. But you're missing the key component here. You have to lose money. Brilliant, Faust. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you?
Stop.
I'm serious, Monroe. You have to lose money. You sell your product so cheap that no one smaller can compete.
Fool.
Yes, allow me to give that which I produced away for less than I spent to create it, idiot. Think about it. What happens in the long term here? I don't see the point. Think harder then. I suppose that others wouldn't be able to match the prices, especially if their operation is smaller. Exactly. You do it for long enough, you run establishments into the ground. Then, when there's nobody to compete with you, you control the market yourself. You demon, it's beautiful. Do you think that such a thing could truly be done? I do, Monroe. You and I could do it together. Think of it as an investment in my intellect. Almost as if I'm purchasing your intellect.
Yeah.
Call it intellectual property and call it a day. I can see problems with that idea, but it would work if you had the right circumstances. Anyway, Sia and Fenton, the Sheila and the dwarf. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to drink. Well, see ya. If you're really so fond of adventures, I have a proposal for you. What would you say to joining me in my little expedition back home? To Everhearth?
Aye.
Aye, we'll make for great companies on the road, and I'm sure you'll be right at home when we get there. So long as you remember to duck under doorways, that is. Well, let me think about it. Everhearth, the underground metropolis of dwarfs, only heard good things. Eli spent some time there in his younger days. Maybe I could open up a tavern there. Always wanted to have my own place. If I may be so bold, Sia, it would be the brightest jewel of the city and you be its shine. Oh, Fenton, stop. I mean it every hair in my beard. I mean it by every hair in my beard, sorry. How do they name taverns underground anyway? A strange question. Can you give me some examples? Of course, I can name just about every tavern in Everhearth. The Deep Toad's Bile, the Bearded Drink, the Underground's Underbelly. That'll do. Good to know humans aren't the only ones coming up with crude names for taverns. And what might you call yours? Something simple, maybe. Barmaidens.
Watch yourself.
See ya? That may be common speech topside, but that's a hefty insult for our Sheila. I think you may be pushing things over the line.
Oh, come on.
Fenton, if life's taught me anything, it's that a little notoriety is good for business. You're one sharp proxy, I'll give you that. Well, if it pans out someday, first round at your grand opening is on me. Barmaiden's Cave? Barmaiden's Cavern? Barmaiden's Dank Cavern? I'm trying to work out what she was going to say. Right. Here for now, Fenton, it might be a big crowd. I expect it will be, but I intend to have even bigger pockets. Of course you do. What's a few coins between friends anyway, right? And good friends at that. Right, Lincoln Park gets his finale with Fenton. Okay. Fenton, I believe I can finally put your worries to rest. I am pleased to report that I laughed rather heartily at a story today that Vesta told me before we made camp.
You what?
Did you? Let's hear it. I could use a good laugh.
Right away.
Vesta used to attend the Temple of Fane, as I'm sure you know. Well, before the war broke out, when King Vassals still reigned over Delia, she received a large influx in the number of pilgrims visiting her shrine. She began to inquire of them and soon learned that most of them came from Red Hill and the surrounding areas. She also learned that at the heart of the spiritual movement was an energetic preacher. Lincoln, where's the punchline? I'm getting there. So soon enough the preacher arrived himself with the largest delegation. She asked him, what inspired you, preacher, to lead these pilgrims to pay homage to Fane? And he told her harrowing farmers' tales of storms, pests, birds and famine, wreaking havoc on the harvest of good country folk. Until, of course, they discovered the proper way to remedy the situation, to make a pilgrimage and pay homage to the mighty Fane, god of oats. God of oats, yes. Oh my, the god of oats. I don't get it. Well, Fane is the god of oafs, you see, not oats. Oafs.
Huh?
That's it. That's the joke.
Indeed.
Of course. Out of reverence, I did my best to contain myself, but well, suffice to say, I utterly failed. I can hardly do so even now. Well, did she tell them? Tell them what? That Fane isn't the god of blasted oats?
No.
No? She didn't have the heart.
Varden's beard, that was bad.
Oh, Lincoln, I hate to say it, but that's really not such a belly shaker. You seem to be laughing well enough, my dwarven friend.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm only laughing because you're laughing. Is it really that easy?
Aye.
It can be, you should try it sometime.
Ha!
Okay. Okay. So we have Maeve still with a mystery bond that we don't know anything about. I'm guessing it's one she's supposed to have, but she it's time sensitive and it's just freaking out and giving it at the wrong time. Right, we'll get another tier 1. Maybe get somebody else an upgrade tier 1. A couple of tier 2s we upgrade, and then we can get a couple of tier 3s. I could sell some shit, to be honest with you, to make the money I need to do that, but Bianca, you're never going to do it anymore, so there we go. We can have 2 tier 3s, a tier 1 and a tier 2. So, has everybody got 2 weapons at least? Right, he's got a... Baron doesn't have accuracy, nor does Monroe. Monroe doesn't need it. Everybody but Marin has an accuracy weapon, so she can get... her accuracy weapon upgraded. Right, as for tier 2s, I think Marin does need the accuracy weapon more than anybody. Right. Fenton, anything we can do for you, good sir? Now you need a tier 4 token to upgrade yours, so... Vesta... I don't think Vesta has any problems. Lincoln, maybe we can upgrade his tier 3. Oh, but we need tier 2 tokens for that, so unfortunately not. Garrick, we could increase his accuracy weapon even more. We could increase Rosie's accuracy weapon. Marin's accuracy weapon could be... We could just increase Marin's accuracy weapon, yes. Because that's the one thing she doesn't have is accuracy. Then we can also increase Faust's. Liberty. Might increase Liberty's. Maeve doesn't really need it. Irving and Marin, yeah. Now she's got a Morning Star. She's accurate as fuck. And Irving. Irving is Allspice. Okay. And we'll upgrade Liberties. Furious Cyclone. No, we don't have a tier 4 token. Oh well. Okie dokie. So that'll be it for this week. Yeah, because it's about 9 o'clock here and I'm not going to go much further than that. Yeah, we've got a couple of level 40s. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Alden could pretty much defeat the whole game by himself. Look at his stats, man. He is really outclassing people, even though these stats aren't remarkable on their own. His combination abilities to add current HP to damage. Jesus fucking Christ. He's got 97 HP. He can add about 100 damage to... Oh god. Crit is increased by the percentage you're missing health. So... as he gets hurt, the more chance he has to crit. So if he's hurt, he's got a good chance to fucking heal himself. 35% chance to add 15% of the current HP to damage. Oh, 20% of current HP. Thank fuck for that. So 35% chance to add, and then 35% chance, 35% chance. So he's got a good chance to add in a lot of damage to HP. So that's about 20 damage you can add. He heals for 33%, and he can't get less than 4 stats when leveling. He is just overpowered as shit. Maven for dodge of 76. If I gave her more stuff to let her dodge easier, like... give her more of those things that let her dodge easier, especially the ones that are down here that people have. There was one I gave somebody that lets them dodge really easy. Half of mastery is added to accuracy. Healing power increased. No, I think it was Sia I gave it to Bianca. Yeah, dodge increased by 30% of strength. If I gave that to Maeve, that would only be 8% dodge. I'll put Sia. 73, but her strength is 29, so she'd probably benefit more from it. Yeah, so yeah, these units. I think I've got all 4 healer types deployed. Let's see. Vesta, who's a Crusader. Lincoln is a Phantom. Marin, who is a Paladin. And Faust, who's a Prophet. Yeah, I've got all 4 archetypes of the healers deployed, and Marin went by her own route. Vesta didn't, nor did Lincoln or Faust. No, I think Faust did go by his own. Yeah, Faust went by his own path. So did Marin, but the other two, Vesta and Lincoln, switched paths with each other. He went the same path the whole way. We also have Rose, and then we have Maeve. So we have 3 archer archetypes deployed. Irving and Fenton are the only 2 warrior archetypes deployed. Filano is the only one from his archetype. What was it? The fucking Adepts. Monroe and Alden and Liberty are 3 different types from their archetype, and yeah, that's not so bad. Oh, and Sia is the only rogue deployed. I think the Thriller 3 are being kicked out. Ren, Corvin, and yeah, Ren and Corvin. But who was the other one? It was I think it might have been Ford, who was a rogue archetype. Was he? Or was he a warrior? I think he was a rogue archetype when I put him into the axe. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. So I've seen quite a few of these archetypes, and I don't think any of them are inherently bad. I think it's people using them in the wrong units that causes them to seem bad. Because Sia is one of the best units I have, and people moan like fuck that she dies too easy. You clearly have not given her the correct archetype that she needs. Anyway.